and welcome back to the Amy Workout Show. Just kidding. Alright, anyway, so, can we just get a load of this postpartum hair? Are you having this, or is it just me? Because it's like completely out of control, and I can't do anything about it. Thankfully, we're in a pandemic, and I don't see anyone. Okay, so, now that we've gotten that out of our system, we are going to do Tabata for workout number 2. So, if you have never done Tabata, what it is a type of high-intensity interval training where you're going to do 20 seconds of work, followed by 10 seconds of rest for a certain number of rounds. So, first things first, download an app. They're widely available for free. Just type in Tabata timer in the App Store or whatever you got for a phone. Just pick one and then just set yourself up for a whole bunch of rounds, and it'll keep track of things and it'll be way easier. It's not fun to try to count and try to figure out where you are and time and all that. So, what you're going to do is 8 exercises, and each exercise you're going to do 4 times in a row. So, exercise number 1 for 20 seconds, 10 seconds of rest. Exercise number 1 for 20 seconds, 10 seconds of rest. Exercise number 1 for 20 seconds, 10 seconds of rest, and then one more time, exercise number 1 for 20 seconds, and then your 10 seconds of rest. So, that will be a total of 2 minutes for exercise number 1. Then you'll move on to exercise number 2, and you'll do that same thing all the way until 8. And when you get to 8 and you do that, you're going to start back over at the very beginning. So the whole thing should be 32 minutes, I believe, on the timer, going through it twice. Alright, so now that I have explained that a little bit, the exercises are, number 1, shuffle, squat, touch down. So give yourself a little bit of space. Whatever you have for space is fine. Like you can just do like 2 little shuffles, or if you've got a little bit of a larger room, that's fine. You're just going to get a little bit low, and you're just going to shuffle, shuffle, touch down, shuffle, shuffle, touch down. So I'm doing an actual squat to touch down. I'm not just bending over and not using any muscles. I want you to actually squat down and touch the floor like that, okay? So you're just going back and forth doing that. Second one, plank toe tap. So you're going to be in your high plank here. Now, planking is something that is, you need to be conscious of your core when you're doing this, because you can really, really do it wrong, especially postpartum, if you're not paying attention to what you're doing. So, a couple recommendations. You've got to do the deep breathing, at least to get you started. So I'm on my hands and knees here. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to take a deep breath in, relax my belly, exhale, drawing this all in, and then I'm going to go up to my high plank here. Glutes are engaged, belly is engaged, my ribs are being held in, and if you have a mirror, or if you can do this shirtless, at least to look down at your stomach, because you don't want there to be any sort of coning. So it would be like it's called coning or doming, where your abs kind of do this, and you don't want to have that, because that is not adequate support. That means that you're kind of busting out through the midline, and you really need to do the deep breathing to hold it in. It should be relatively flat across, and not like a protrusion out of the belly. Alright, so once you get into your high plank, then you're going to do your toe taps. So you're just holding here, like that. Alright, exercise number 2. Now number 3, we've got 2 jacks, 2 kicks. So pretty self-explanatory. 1, 2, kick, kick. 1, 2, kick, kick. Okay, number 4, side lunge to abduction. So you don't need any weights for this, but you could add weights to it if you wanted to. So side lunge, you're going to be real wide, a little bit wider than you probably want to, and your toes need to be straight, railroad tracks ahead. So I'm going to side lunge. Now you can see shoulder, hip, knee, and foot are all in line, okay? So if you're too close, you're going to do this, and then I'm kind of splaying out over my foot. You see shoulder, hip, knee is kind of bulging out, and then my foot's way back in here. My feet are too close together. So nice and wide, and then when I go down like this, in line, in line, in line, in line. Feet straight ahead. Alright, so you're here, and then I'm going to come up like that. And then you land back in that side lunge. So if you wanted to add a weight to it, and if you build up to it or whatever, you can hold it here and do it like that. Or you can hold 2 down here as well, like that. Now what you're going to do, since this is a Tabata and you're doing 4 rounds of everything, You're just going to stay on one side for 20 seconds, take your 10 seconds of rest, and then you're going to do the other side the next time. So you'll do each side, alternating through your Tabatas twice on each side. Okay. I hope this is making sense. All right, 2 high knees and 2 uppercuts. So let's take some light weights for this. Might as well. 5s, 3s, 5s, whatever. You're going to do 2 high knees. You're holding these like this. 1, 2, uppercut, uppercut. 1, 2, uppercut, uppercut. Uppercut. So I'm not sending it to the moon, okay? You're hitting someone in the jaw, sharp, quick, and it stops. So you don't boom like that. It's controlled. Boom, like that, okay? Uppercut, boom, boom, done. Okay. I've never gotten in a real fight, so we'll just say that's how you should do an uppercut. But hopefully you don't ever have to use it. All right, leg up, butt up. So now to the mat. What you're going to do here is lay down. You're going to send your legs up into the air as straight as they can go. Toes flex down towards your face. Now this, like this, is fine. Still flex your toes, but just know that it is not entirely flexibility of your hamstrings that allows your legs to straighten. Because honestly, I am not that flexible at all, and I'm still able to straighten my legs. It's a lot of lower ab strength here, okay? What you're going to do, take a deep breath in, exhale, hold everything in nice and tight, engage the core, lift your butt up, okay? Lift up. So my hands are down on the floor, assisting a little bit. All right, now, number 7, jab cross 4 steps. Okay, so you might as well do this with some weights too. Stand sideways to whatever direction you're going to be punching in. You're going to jab, so straight out sideways, turn your body, cross, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jab, cross, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jab, cross, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to be turning your torso, pivoting your back foot like that for that second jab, the cross, I guess we call it. All right, last one. Super important on form, push-ups. So everybody says, I can't do push-ups, I'll do them on my knees. But I have seen recently a better way to learn to train your core and your upper body strength to be able to do a full push-up. And what that is called a negative push-up. So, what you're going to do is you're going to get into your push-up form, full push-up form, okay, up on your toes. And you're going to have relatively narrow hands here. You're going to engage your core, same thing as with the plank toe tap. So breathe in, exhale, tighten it all up, squeeze the glutes. You're going to keep your elbows kind of by your sides as you're coming down, and you're just going to lower all the way down to the floor as slowly as you can, like a plank, okay? Then you're going to push yourself up on your knees in no particular way. It's not like a push-up or anything. Then pop back up to your feet, okay? So you're working just the down part of a push-up. And then you just get back up to your form, and then each one, I want you to do the breath, re-engage your core, and re-solidify through your whole system so that you're like a board. So a lot of people end up doing this, and they get to like here, and it's hard, and then they kind of come down like that, and so my back just gave out, and there's no core in that at all. So you've really got to make sure you're staying straight as a board, and you go down, you lower all together, nice and straight. Okay, so that is Tabata, your workout number 2.